Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jaya Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Damodara Shri Radhe Shri Shri Radha Madhava ki jai, Shri Shri Phalat Lakshmi Singhadev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Dvaita Chanda Chaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Chaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Chaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Chaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Chaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Chaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. All glories to the Sankirtan mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Yes. Okay, sorry, I forgot my glasses. Do we speak English today, or how do we speak? How do we speak, Mr. Pilot? He looks like the pilot. I'll leave it on. And that's a very cool idea of... Okay, du setzt schon über Deutsch, oder? Ah ja. English? Okay. Huh? So we should speak German, or what does it mean? Okay, so then we speak today English. Simhat Shalamish. Okay. So we reading from Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Okay, the Madhya-līlā, chapter 20, and now we have here 310, right? 9. Okay, right. So actually we read 9 last week, but it's now on the board, so we didn't chant it, we chanted 308, and now we have 309, because somehow it was not recognized that we read one verse more, but now it's 309 on the board, so we will chant this one, and the next one we will then speak something more about it. Duktayena amala yoge dati rupadare. Duktayena amala yoge dati rupadare. Duktandara vastuna he dukdana hainare. Duktantare vastuna he dukda haite hanare. Duktayena amala ke duti rupadare. Sorry. Duktayena amala yoge dati rupadare. Duktantare vastuna he duktad haite nare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Please chant. Duktayena amala yoge dadi rupadare. Duktantare vastuna he dukta haitatare. Duktayena amala yoge dadi rupadare. Duktandare vastuna he dukta haitanare. Duktayena amala yoge dadi rupadare. Dukandare vastuna he dukta haitanare. Tanuke takti rupadare. Duktantare vastuna he dukta haitanare. Ladies. Duktayena amala yoge dati rupadare. Duktandare vastuna he dukta haitanare. Duktayena amala yoge dati rupadare. Duktandara vastuna hai dukta haitanare. Duktayena amalayoke dadi ruparare. Duktandara vastuna hai dukta haitanare. Dukda, milk. Yena, as. Amala yoga, in association with a sour substance. Dadi rupa, the form of yogurt. Dhare, takes. Dukta antara, something other than milk. Vastu, substance. Nahe, is not. Dukta, milk. Haite, to be. Nare, is not able. Translation. We only read the translation because, as we said, we read the purport last week already. Milk is transformed into yogurt when it associates with a yogurt culture. Thus, yogurt is nothing but milk, but still it is not milk. Okay, then we will read verse 310. Kisham yada dadi vikara vishesha yogat sanjayadena tutata pritag asti heta yasambhudam apitata samupadikayat govindamari buruksham damaham bachami. Milk changes into yogurt when mixed with a yogurt culture, but actually it is constitutionally nothing but milk. Similarly, Govinda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, assumes the form of Lord Shiva, Shambhu, for the special purpose of material transaction. I offer my obeisances at his lotus feet. Purport. This is a quotation from Brahma Samhita. Okay, then we read text 311. Shiva Mai Shakti Shangi Tamo Gunavesha Maya Tita Gunatita Vishnu Paramesha. Lord Shiva is an associate of the external energy. Therefore, he is absorbed in the material qualities of darkness. Lord Vishnu is transcendental to Maya and the qualities of Maya. Therefore, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, here have a longer purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Vishnu is beyond the range of the material manifestation, and he is not within the control of the material energy. He is the Supreme Independent Personality of Godhead. This is admitted even by Shankaracharya. Narayana Paro Vyaktat Gita Bhashya. In his constitutional form, Shiva is Mahabhagavat, a supreme devotee of the Lord, but because he accepts But he accepts Maya's association, especially the quality of ignorance. He is not free from Maya's influence. Such an intimate association is completely absent in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. Lord Shiva accepts Maya, but in the presence of Lord Vishnu, Maya does not exist. Consequently, Lord Shiva has to be considered a product of Maya. When Lord Shiva is free from Maya's influence, he is in the position of Mahabhagavat, a supreme devotee of Lord Vishnu. Vaishnavanam Yada Shambhu. Om Agnanar Dimanasya Knanan Chana Shalakya Chakshu Unmedam Yena Tasmai Shigrave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manopistam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadam Mayam Dadati Swabarantikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we offer our obeisances to the Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, what is actually the book what is mostly concerned about the tattva of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. And this book is so important for us because, first of all, it establishes who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and in his relation or his associates. And there is so much for us to discover, because there's so many books also written by the Goswamis, by the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or his direct disciples, one can say. And there's so much more for us to dig out, to bring to light, and to really understand who these personalities, who they really are in their original position. And here Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he instructs whom? Who remembers? Huh? Sanatana Goswami, right. And this is a very, it's a section, he instructs Rupa Goswami in the science of devotional service in all the aspects of the rasa. And here Sanatana Goswami is more instructed by the aspects of tattva, and therefore here he explains to him the different aspects of the creation. And now we hear on I have to be more entertaining, I guess. And here he accepts, or he explains the role of Shiva since quite some verses. And it's quite befitting because in Srimad Bhagavatam we just finished the pastime of Lord Shiva and his interaction with Pradakshabi Daksha. And we basically, whenever we speak about Lord Shiva, to make this clear for us as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, what position Lord Shiva has, we bring this example, what is right now quoted here in these verses, of milk and yogurt, right? That milk is milk, and yogurt is actually also milk, but it's in association with some sour substance. And so therefore we can say milk and yogurt are the same, but they're different, because out of milk you can always make yogurt, but out of yogurt you never can make back milk. So the same, Vishnu is Shiva. On the other hand, Shiva is not directly Vishnu, because as explained here by Srila Prabhupada, that because Lord Vishnu, he is always free from any contamination, because he is Vishnu. But in order to get things done, especially when it comes to material world, because it's kind of a sidetrack of him, he has to get dirty. My famous example is of course the company of Mr. Knaus. I don't go into this again. We have a camper company just in the beginning, just when you turn around the corner there, and they're making campers. Like the first camper, the Adi camper, was done by Mr. Knaus personally, and then he expanded, became a whole universe, and now this universe is oozing into the land. Right, and then when he wanna get something done, he has to go in the production. Normally he's sitting there with suit and tie, not just giving autograms. I don't know if he's even alive anymore, but doesn't matter. Because we quote him always, he probably go back home, like get some benediction. And so he has to put on a overall, a suit. Other famous example, what I like to give, is the aquarium, right? So when we consider ourselves as the supreme personality of the aquarium, everybody knows what is the aquarium, right? Yes, fishbowl, right? So we want to have, in order to have pastimes with fishes, to watch fishes, because some people, they are very fond of fishes. Anybody had fishes? Or still has, I don't know. I had also, I didn't have, my father had always fishes. There comes Damodar Priya Mataji. You had a fish bowl at home, aquarium? No. Okay. Then you write here, we tell you everything about fishing bowl. When you come home today to Gologadam, first is what you tell to your husband, you have to have a fishing bowl, aquarium. Then you have to make him happy. Because I will make you happy now about aquariums. Okay, so you're the supreme personality of the aquarium, and you have the desire to perform pastimes by watching at fishes and controlling them. Right? That's our capacity of control is right there in the fishing bowl, in the aquarium. So first of all, the desire is there, and then from the desire there comes some action. But we have no idea about aquariums, so we need somebody who knows everything about aquariums, right? And we implement this person with our desire. And we give him money and say, here's a book about aquariums, please build aquarium. This is our Lord Brahma, yes, exactly. So we empower him with all our power, money, and with all the wisdom, we give him a book and say, please build me aquarium. So he takes 4 glass, walls, and one underneath, right? And he glues it together that it doesn't leak any water. So we have our little, the frame of our universe. So then we fill up the universe with water, because fishes like to swim in water. And this is our Varuna Dev, basically put Varuna in. And then we need, because fishes nowadays, but this beautiful fishes, these colorful ones, they need air to breathe underwater, right? So we have to put a vayu in. So they have kind of a water pump what pumps oxygen into the water, so they can breathe. But they are also a little bit, there's like, it's like if you bring a, okay, let's wait for the Lord. Let's wait for the Lord. Shri Shri Palat Lakshmi Singhadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Yeah, if you bring this tropical fishes to Germany, it's like bringing a tropical lady to the Bavarian forest. You need some heating. I know what I'm speaking about. You need some warmth, right? You need a heating system. So you need some heater in the class. So you have your, let's say, Indra takes care of this. He's under his department. Should be maybe, I think, is a form of Agni, because what else do we need? Yes, we need light. So we have to establish a sun globe over the thing, right? Some light. It turns on with some automatic. How you call them? Watches. What are you doing, Taco? Why you pull your lip like this? Oh. And it goes on in the morning, 6 o'clock, it goes out again. So we have our aquarium. And then we have to put some plants, some caves to make like a world, and then we put fishes in. Fishes are considered to us very, very stupid, right? When they are in one side of the class, they think, wow, that's amazing. And then they swim all the way to the other side of the aquarium. They think, wow, that was amazing. But when they're here, they forgot what was there. So they swim back and think, wow, that's amazing. When they're here, they forgot again all the way. They have to go back, wow, that's amazing. Sounds familiar? Right? So, and then sometimes amongst these fishes, they get a little bit bored. They get a little bit bored by all these amazements. And to make some more amazements, they start to be a little bit mischievous. There are some fishes, they like to nibble on other fishes. And they kind of eating the, how you say, where they swim, huh? Yeah, flossen, but I don't know what's the English word. Huh? Fence. Fangs or fence? Fence. The fence. Okay. You know, so they're eating this fence, and then the other fishes, they cannot swim properly anymore because, you know, and that's not very auspicious for them. Probably most of them, they die because they cannot swim anymore. So, and then you as the Supreme Personality of Aquarium, you come from time to time to watch what's going on, right? And to be, you know, to really establish your supremacy, you come in front of them and you let some manna fall from the sky, right? There's a story in the Bible where the Lord threw some dry fruit from the heaven, and then the Israeli people, they said, that's, you know, what is this? Only dry food, bring something else. And then he dropped some dead animals together with disease. That's called manna. I mean, the dry food was called manna. So you play this role, you put some food and it falls down and they're all eating it, right? And you think, oh, that's very nice. That's, you know, I'm in control of my little world, my little aquarium. And then with suddenly one of these fishes, he's very smart. He thinks just before the manna falls from the sky, in front, you know, somewhere in the ether, appears like a shadow in front of the class. I think that's God. That's God. When he thinks, next time when he comes, I wave at him. And next time you come in front of the fishing class just to put the food in, suddenly a fish starts to and you think, what was that? Did he just wave at me? No, that cannot be. Next day you come again, put some food in, and again the fish, oh no, this little cute fish is waving at me. Oh, how cute is that? And every day you come and do this, and every day the fish is waving, and then you're waving back. So you have a relationship with the fish, right? He established a sambandha. And you reciprocate, you think, oh, that's my favorite fish. Of course, I like all of them, but that one is very my best one I ever had. And then, you know, you make sure that this fish gets a special portion of manna, right? You make sure that he has everything what he needs. One day, you come in front of the fishing pole, and this fish, he's standing there with big red eyes, but he cannot wave at you anymore because he has no flask anymore. And then you see this shark fish sitting in the corner. There you have your favorite fish. He cannot wave at him anymore. And now I get all the food. this demon fish, right? That atheistic fish who doesn't believe that there's something like a relationship, you know. So what you do, you put your swimming suit on, you know, because you have to enter into this atmosphere of the swimming class, you know. You put your swimming suit with S, super God, right? And then you put your, you know, and become very, very small, and then you go in the fishing bowl, and then you fight with this demon fish, and finishing off, and everybody else who want to harm your favorite fishes. Sounds familiar? Yes, this is what Krishna, what he promises in Bhagavad Gita. Right? Which verse? Where are the scholars? Where are the scholars? Ach so. And translation. Who knows? Pion, come on. Huh? The translation. Why Krishna appears in this world? Ja, und? Das Dharma des Fischglases neu zu etablieren. Yuge. Da kommt der Zeitalter für Zeitalter. Wasserwechsel nach Wasserwechsel, weil ab und zu muss man Wasser wechseln. Yep. So this is so when I, as the supreme controller of the fishing bowl, desire to enter into the fishing bowl to do righteousness, either I do this in my form, or I establish an expansion of myself in the fishing class as someone who looks over it, who has an eye on it, and keeps the demonic fishes and checks it. Everything okay? You stay here in this corner. Just be peaceful. You know, I will give you everything what you need. Just be peaceful. Let them be. That's this fishes. You let them be, right? And you looked at everything is running well. So this is an example where we can imagine how Shiva is interacting with the world. Although he is completely pure, he is Mahabhagavat. He is actually, in his world, Shiva only needs to sit there and meditate upon Krishna. That's his service. His service is meditation. And by his meditation, actually, the whole world is running very nicely. Just by his meditation on Krishna. Right? But there are so many things he has to take care of, so this he also has to manage. Right? Like Damodar Priya. Actually, she only want to do puja, she only want to meditate on Krishna. But then Golokadam said, we need somebody who looks into the books. So she does bookkeeping. No? Everybody who sees her when she's in the office do bookkeeping thinks, oh, there's the bookkeeper. But no, actually it's Damodar Priya, our head puchari. But is she on the altar worshipping Krishna? No. She's writing in books. So she's not, in this moment, the head puchari. But still, she is the head puchari. Right? In the same way, when Vishnu sees a need to come in this world, or to keep kind of the balance in this world, and basically specially take care of the dark energies in this world, to keep them controlled, then he takes the form of Lord Shiva. And these dark energies, we are devotees, we always think, oh, these dark energies, they are somewhere over there, because we are, we the sunshine boys. We are the devotees, right? But everything what we touch, what is in contact with tamagun, with ignorance, is actually under the control of Lord Shiva. So in the moment we come into the world with our senses, we perceive the sense objects, we try to attach our senses with the sense objects, we actually trying to reach out for the property of Lord Shiva. What is the property of Lord Shiva? Again, how you can name it in energies. Prakriti, yeah, and I mean, this is how you see it in this material world. What is it? What is the property? What is the associate of Lord Shiva? Prabhupada says here. Durga, yeah, Maya. Prabhupada says it's Maya. And therefore Shiva is considered a product of Maya because he's in contact with Maya, because he somehow or other is married, meaning closely associated with the material energy, with Durga. Alright? So, and then you have, in order to reach out to Durga for the sense objects, our mentality, or the mentality of most of us, is, I want to have it all. Right? There was a personality, his name is Ravan, and he thought, I will have it. I will have it all. And therefore he even worshipped Lord Shiva. Right? And everybody told him, don't do that. Don't touch it. It's not yours. It belongs to somebody else. No, I'm gonna have it. And we all know the end of the story. We just celebrated 2 weeks ago. He was burned to death by the help of Purusha Simha. Yeah, and so, but this is so common. This is actually the example of all of us in the material world. We want to get this flower. We want to pick this flower to bring it to our favorite lady, to worship her. Why? Because we want to enjoy her, not you. But this is how we want. We're using matter to get more matter. Right? We got one coin and we think, oh, let's gamble it away. Let's put it on that horse. This horse will win. And then I get so much more. Right? So we like to gamble. Therefore, this is one of our principles. Don't gamble. Nowadays, we don't have horses. We have these funds. Bitcoin, right? This coin, that coin, I don't know, right? So be careful about it. I know devotees like to go into this. But, I mean, be honest here. Okay? Anyway. So yeah, this is what it is. But actually, Shiva, he always tells us, it's his teaching, don't touch it. Don't touch it. If you touch it, then give it to the one who it belongs. So take the flower. There's no harm in the flower. The flower is not bad. Because the next extreme is from us like, I hate flowers. All flowers should be burned or sent to Australia, right? No, there they can be, I hate flowers. No, take the flower and put it on the lotus feet of the Lord. This is Shiva's meditation. And therefore he blesses everybody who comes and perform that service. Everybody get a blessing from Lord Shiva. We don't have to approach him. Because in our attempt to serve the Lord, Shiva becomes our servant. Of course, we don't want to do this, but Shiva helps us. In our attempt to please the Lord, we all work together. All Vaishnavas work together. And Shiva is on top of it. And he said, I will supply you with everything, whatever you need. Let's Durga Devi, let's come. Let's help this Vaishnava community to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let's supply everything what they need, because their attention is pure. But in that moment, the attention is not pure anymore. It becomes contaminated. And then Shiva, he will not be in service of such a community or such a person. So therefore, to understand the position of Lord Shiva is not our main goal. But speaking about Caitanya-caritāmṛta, who was the personality who facilitated the service in this world, in Kali Yuga. No, that's not what I mean. Not the original one. Who was the one who was complaining, who was so upset that there's no higher knowledge? Advaita Acharya. So what do we know about Advaita Acharya? Yeah, he is exactly this. Advaita Acharya appeared out of the spiritual sky to just manifest himself here as a person, as a personality. And then when he observed the Kali Yuga, he did what? Yeah, for what? For the Lord to come. He established the Lord in this world. What? And then there's so many pastimes where he basically had interaction with the Lord, and there's so many pastimes where Advaita Acharya was basically Gauranga Mahaprabhu always worshipped Advaita Acharya, because we had this also last week, because he saw him as a godbrother of his spiritual master. Right? So he worshipped him as his spiritual master. And because Ishvara Puri and Advaita Acharya were both disciples of Madhavendra Puri. And then there's this famous incident where in the really end, in Jagannath Puri, Mahaprabhu sent Jagadish Pandit, Jagannatha Pandit, sent to Navadvip to tell him, you bring Jagannath Prasadam, you go and bring it to Mother Sachi, and then you visit Advaita Acharya. And when Advaita Acharya saw Jagannatha Pandit, he told him, listen, I tell you something. Tell the madman that everybody is mad. Everybody went mad. And tell them, in the marketplaces, there are no more demand of rice. Now there is rice. And tell the madman, everybody else went mad. And when Jagannath Pandit heard this, he was smiling. And he went back to Jagannath Puri. When he came back to Jagannath Puri, the association of devotees asking, and how was it? How is Navadvip? How is Mother Sachi? How is Advaita Acharya? I said, yeah, they're all fine. I said, what would they say? Did they send any message? I said, yes. Advaita Acharya said, there's no more demand of rice in the marketplaces. Sufficient rice. And everybody else, or everybody became mad according to the madman. When the devotees were hearing this, they were saying, what? What is saying? Only two people, Ramananda Roy and Swarup Damodar, became very morose because they understood what it means. And then the devotees asked Mahaprabhu, what Advaita Acharya, what he's saying? And Mahaprabhu said, that's Advaita Acharya. Even I can't understand what he's saying. But one thing is for sure, he is an expert. He knows how to call a deity. He worships the deity. And after the worship is finished, he sends him away. Sends him away. This is the power of Advaita Acharya. And everybody was, what? What does it mean? And only Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy, they understood that was the message to send Mahaprabhu back in the spiritual world. So, this is Advaita Acharya, this is Lord Shiva. He facilitates, basically, he understands there's no devotional service in this universe anymore. Because the deity of devotional service is missing. There is not the deity of devotional service, the incarnation of devotional service. What is the incarnation of devotional service? Who is devotional service personified? Srimati Radharani. Yeah. So there is no, this Shakti is not there anymore because everybody only sees Srimati Radharani in the form of Durga. But they're so stupid, they don't see the weapons she's wearing in her form as Durga. They only see the glaring effulgence, the sense enjoyment. Right? And they have no idea. And especially when you look at this area of Jai, Jai, Shishi, Palat, Lakshmi, Singh, Bhagavan Ki Jai. If you look in the area of Navadvip, in this time there was so much Tantra going on, so much demigod worship, so much Durga worship, and so much black magic, white magic, whatever. But only for the gratification of the senses. Now Advaita Acharya, he understood this is missing. And if not something has to be done, it will be lost. Everybody will be lost because there's no devotional service anymore. So we have to establish devotional service somehow or other in this world. So how we can bring Srimati Radharani in this world? She only will come when Krishna is there. So they had to come together. And they had to come in a form who shows, who makes the example of how to worship. This process of worship, this process of devotional service is implemented in this world. It's like, again, it's like a download out of the spiritual world into this world. Now we have the application, devotional service, bloop. You want to know how? There's a very easy app called ISKCON app. Who downloaded the ISKCON app? Right, you have it in your system. But initiated in ISKCON. Now I sound like a fanatic, right? You know. But actually this is what it is. It's such a simple app. You just can follow that app. You know, nowadays people, they have a fitness app. You know, they press the app and it says, oh, today you didn't walk very much, so go 5 kilometers, you walk. And then it measures your pulse and it measures your, I don't know, your oxygen in the body and whatever, you know, and then says you make some push-ups and this and that. You know, and people there, they follow that. So our app is the simple program of ISKCON. Sounds like a nice advertisement. Yeah. Follow the ISKCON app. You know. But this is what it is. This is what it is. Mahaprabhu brought this process. This software is implemented, is downloaded in the Akash of the universe. Hello. Hare Krishna. Come in. Find out. Yeah, and so the only thing what we have to do is, because They made it even more simple, because nowadays people, they don't study shastras, they don't study the scripture, what to speak, to follow an authority. We're not able to follow authority. Even our spiritual masters, they are very careful to give personal instructions, because they know they will not follow. So they will make Vaishnava apparat, they will Guru apparat by not following instructions. So nobody can follow, but everybody can at least adopt this simple process in their life. If they can do that, then they get all blessings. All blessings are in this app. All blessings. What you need actually you can't go. You can't go from here, from Bhuloka, forget it, to go directly to Goloka Vrindavan. It's not possible, because you can't develop some attachment. If you worship Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan, you can get some attachment. You can get extreme attachment, but you will not get pure love. You will not get this, what we pray every evening now in the Damodaravastakam. Love without this attachment, how to say? Reverence, yeah, this awe and reverence, So, it's nice, it's wonderful, but that's not what Krishna want to enjoy. There would be no need for Goloka Vrindavan if everybody would, when he comes home from the pastoring grounds, everybody would, Hare Krishna, and everybody would, he would like, oh, come on, I get this everywhere. No, I want to have something special here. I want to have privacy here. I want to be at home here. I want that nobody cares who I am. I just want that they care about, because I'm a little sweet boy. I am naughty as well, because I love it when my mother runs behind me with a stick. Tell you a secret, we were yesterday in Advaita in Tushani's house, and Tushani likes to scare Advaita. She hides somewhere and then she pops out, Wah! And she likes, then Advaita jumps him, oh, So, but this they can only do at home. They will not do here, right? So they need some privacy to do this, right? And therefore Krishna needs this privacy of Goloka Vrindavan. So who can be part in this pastime? No one of us. Come on, be serious. How you can do this? We are just down here, Kali Yugas. We only have our own sense gratification in our mind and in our senses. There's no, we are so downtrodden. We don't deserve anything. Even this raw and reverence, we don't have. There comes the temple president, we think, oh, this guy is a nonsense or whatever. Because if I would be temple president, I can tell you how such a temple is running, right? This is our mentality. Everybody who is this Damodar Priya, she thinks she knows about deity worship. Ramananda Singh, he thinks he can speak something, right? We know everything better. So even this we cannot do. What to speak, to have some respect of God. But here we getting the app, what beams us out back in the most intimate, most private chamber of God, in his private home. You would, sometimes strange bhaktas come in temple. Or you have this in Golokadam. Sometimes we had some bhakta here. Thakur was shaking his head. We had some bhakta here. It was mushroom season, and he made a tea out of, how do you call it? Flying mushroom, Fliegenpilze. Silus, some. Yeah, some. These red ones with the white dots. He made a tea out of it, and in the middle of the night he freaked out. Thakur was there, right? Or he was sleeping. Nobody disturbs Thakur, even this. But two people, Vrindaranya Gopal, he is, he is not He-Man at that sense, but he was holding him down together with Anton. Yeah, they had to hold him down because he was freaking out. I don't tell you and what he said and what he did in the ashram. It's abominable, But even he had the chance of this app. So even, if he would just follow this standard, if he would follow it, of course we will be careful to leave him back in the temple. But, the power is there that even such a person can be reformed and we would let him in our temple. But what to speak, you see such a strange bhakta. Now, Gopi Gita, would we invite such a strange bhakta in our house? Not really, because we have our boys, we have our, whatever, So, but Krishna does this. He invites us, he said, all these strange Kali Yugis, look at them. When you come in a room, you first of all, you don't see them, but you can smell them. Especially now in winter times, they keep the windows closed. So, he says, no, let them come, let them serve me. He said, they not even know how to serve, they not even know how to behave, how they should serve you. No, it's fine. Radharani says, I will teach them everything what they need to be most qualified because they are under my special care. Because remember, we went down together to give them this benediction. So now we have to let them in. Right? And to make it even more simple, Srimati Radharani sent her advocate. If one company is bankrupt, you need an advocate. How you say? Anwalt. Yes, advocate, right? Who says, okay, everybody calm down, you are bankrupt. You know what? You still can work. You can still do your business, but now you're working for our company. But you have to follow that terms. And then everything will be fine. So that advocate is Srila Prabhupada. He said you just follow that simple process. 4 racks, 16 rounds. That's it. If you follow this, I guarantee you, you will be back home in the most intimate chambers of the spiritual world. For us Kali Yugis. I mean, do we really grasp what's happening here? I'm not. But with your blessings and the blessings of Srila Prabhupada, I maybe one day really can understand what I'm speaking about. And I can act upon it. But I need your mercy. I need your mercy, because without your mercy, I can't do it. Without your tolerance, I cannot be here. So I'm begging you from the bottom of my heart, please let me be amongst you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, anybody can tell me what can I do better to get your mercy? Please let me know. It looks like start. 1, 2, start. Oh, you from the chat. Oh, from the chat.
Yes.
Wow, somebody out there.
Some? Yes,
One devotee from the chat asks, Hare Krishna, you mentioned the need to balance energies. Does Lord Vishnu only balance out the negative energies or also the positive? Like when he says there is too much good, does he send more negative?
Too much what? Too much good.
Yes. So, and then the devotee says, because that sounds counterintuitive.
Well, guess what? In material world, there is always a balance between good and bad. It has to be. And in balance, Lord Vishnu is in balance. And when we look at it, we can't. It's our conception. And I guess it comes deeply from our Christian tradition that we always think in bad and good. But actually, bad and good is just something what is created in our mind. Because if there's rain outside, everybody thinks, oh, it's such a terrible day. The one who sells the umbrellas thinks, oh, that's a great day. So who's bad, who's good? Is the umbrella man good because he likes rain? I mean, is he bad because he likes rain? No, it's just it works out for him. Right? And the material world is created in a sense that these things are balancing each other. Now we can say, okay, but there's the concept of moral. You cannot do things what is immoral, right? But this again comes from our conception of what is moral and what not. Of course, it can come when we speak now about such things. It can become very emotional because we have our concept what should be done and what should not be done. But we can't say, after all, there's something bad in the universe because it's just balancing. But what happens with Vishnu is that he is above the universe. You know, sometimes you see even devotees, they have some tattoo or something like that, like yin and yang. Right? And the Christian conception is, well, there is yin and we are yang. Or we are yang and, or the other side thinks, oh no, we are yang and they are yin. And our aim is to fight each other. Right? But if you see at this little, concept or this little thing, in each and every part is one drop of the other part. Right? So they're always in balance. And even if the one side, it's curved like this means in one side they're pushing in this direction and pushing in the same time in the other side is pushed in this direction. And it's an eternal game. But Lord Vishnu or the spiritual world, and we are as well as souls, we're not part of this game unless we decide to be part of this game. We are above it. And Lord Vishnu looks at this yin-yang concept and thinks, now again they're pushing in this side, but whatever, they're not part. But we are so much into this, I think this is good, I think this is bad. Right? I had a friend, we were punks together. We lived in flats together. We know each other since childhood. In fact, our parents knew each other already. Right? But nowadays I can't communicate with him anymore. Because only of political reasons. I mean, I try not to be part of it, but he's so much into that I can't. There's no common ground for conversation with him anymore. And it's only of this political, because he thinks something is right, what I think maybe not really, But there's no sense to go in this conversation because it's so emotional, right? So therefore, I don't know if maybe is there somebody, can you check if this person is satisfied or if he gives some comment about this? No. Okay, so whoever it is their name because we don't want to. Anyway, if you Shireen, Hare Krishna Shireen, if you're out there and you this answer has some relevance, maybe give a thumb up or say nonsense, get lost. Okay, anything else?
He says it's so much clearer now. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Shireen. Please turn on tomorrow again. Nice? No, it's really nice. It's very nice that people are interacting like that, and I think that's good. Therefore, always somebody should sit there and check these messages because it's very relevant and makes our attempts to broadcast this, makes it really worthy. Thank you, Shireen, for turning in. Have a blessed day with Krishna in your center, in your mind, in your heart. Okay, are we done? Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, and please blessings that I can continue to serve you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.